Hello family, my name is Chris. I am your home gamer dad, and in the world of Final Girl, the year of fear is upon us. I can't believe it. It's been so exciting so quickly. Did not expect a lot of the stuff that we've gotten so far, which is kind of why I want to make this video and then maybe certain ones in the future as well when I talk about my predictions for what's coming down the line. But for those of you that may or may not have known, about a month or so ago from the point of this recording, Ryder Games on their website put a pre-order out for the very first feature film from Series 4, Bad Times at Buddyland, which is, of course, a Five Nights at Freddy's inspired feature film. It was a pre-order for just the feature film, keep in mind, so no minis were a part of it at all. I believe the epic finale and the epic Dark Power are being packaged within these boxes already, but we weren't quite sure when we were going to expect the minis for this game going forward. There's a few other things that we weren't expecting as well that I'm going to talk about a little later, but when Bad Times at Buddyland was put up for pre-order on their website, you know, I actually kind of passed it by because my thought process behind it was, well, I'll just wait for the big Kickstarter to come out in the beginning of next year and I'll just get everything all at once. Well, your boy right here ended up getting a copy of it anyway, which is all still sealed, as you can still in the plastic. This is going to be for after the video, because, you know, our good friend AJ over at Ryder Games, you know, the big man in charge and everything, was like, hey, do you got one? Do you need one? You can have one. And I'm like, thank you so much for this. This is absolutely amazing. This is actually something that I was looking forward to when, you know, you guys were doing the stream for the Year of Fear, you know, talking about Buddyland, and like, I'm a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fan, and so everything about this is so awesome. But, you know, this in its own right is something that I'm going to be covering a little bit later. Definitely expect a playthrough of this to come out very soon, if not on my channel already. But this isn't entirely what I want to talk about today. No, what I want to do is I want us to head on over to Gamefound, because Ryder Games has put out the summer pre-orders for Series 4 in Final Girl. And there's a lot of questions, concerns, and ideas that people are kind of curious about and everything in terms of how does this relate to the Kickstarter later on early next year, and then any other releases and everything. Some things are answered within this Kickstarter. Some things I have my own prediction for and everything. But let me tell you, this is what I would say is the first of what I can establish as 3 sets of pre-orders that they're going to do between now and the Kickstarter. There could be more, I don't know. So this one I am calling the Year of Fear summer pre-order, the first slice. No, it's not actually named the first slice. That's just kind of a name that I've established for it. Free for you guys out there in Ryder. You got the first slice, you got the second stab, you got the third act finale. That's, to me, what I think is going to happen over the next several months leading up to the Kickstarter. Maybe third act resurrection, or third act, you know, rise. I don't know, whatever. The first slice and the second stab are good. I can figure it out later on, kind of future-proofing it or whatever. But they're just calling it the Final Girl Summer Release Pre-order. Fine, it's easy. It's exactly what it should be. I feel like this itself was something that not so much came up last minute from Ryder, but because of the current state of the world, let's face it, the tariffs out there are really doing an interesting number for the board game industry. That's not even part of this conversation at all that I want to deal with, because that's its own separate thing or whatever. I feel like that what they're doing now with this pre-order system is not so much that they weren't expecting to do it, but it's kind of just bringing in customers that they were expecting to probably have later that they could use now in order to offset some of the tariffs and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Mainly because they are offering within this pre-order system the special feature film that, if I can remember correctly, during their live stream was supposed to be only available during Gen Con this year. And then afterwards, they were going to make it available. So who knows about it? But let's go ahead and go through this really quickly. I do want to talk about, you know, what you're going to be able to get through this pre-order system, what you can expect, and then if you have certain things, what you can expect now and later. That's also going to be a lot in the frequently asked questions. So let's just roll down really quickly. Welcome to the Summer of Fear. Final Girl returns with the first with a new feature film. Again, this is the first one in Series 4. Bad Times at Buddyland, and a new special feature, Shriek. This one is actually based on Scream. If you remember watching, if you haven't seen the live stream for Year of Fear, I really highly recommend you check it out right now, because there's a lot that's coming out within the year that they've talked about, that they teased and everything. These two feature films specifically, because they were the ones that I guess are pretty much done at this point, that they can go and start showing you images and things along that ways. And we got some promos as well going forward. Bunch of rewards, which we always love. Final Girl is amazing. Talking about the feature film system where you choose, mix and match as you see fit. Your killers and your locations and all your final girls can mix and match with each other. The more you have, the more combinations you have. Let's start with Billy the Bear at Bad Times at Buddyland. So awesome. Oh man, I can't wait to crack that open. I got a lot to do tonight. After I crack that open, I got a lot of scans to do. And then I want to at least try to get a playthrough in, if not tonight, definitely tomorrow. For your Buddy the Bear and his animatronic buddies entertain kids and adults alike. Now Billy is out to kill you and everyone in his path. And joining him might be 1, 2, 3, or all 7 buddies. Oh my goodness. Might look like a Buddyland, might look like a rundown, may look a little rundown, but it's still fun for everyone in the arcade. Use tokens to activate the pinball, claw machine, or skee ball machine. It's like, this is another one of those that I remember I talked about when I did the Merrick Murders, where it's weird mixing and matching this one with somebody. Like Hans in an arcade is very odd, or Billy the Bear running through, I don't know, an Arctic station. Very, very interesting concepts mixing the two of them together. But you also could find yourself making all these interesting other horror films that you would never think about until you start combining things. Buddyland as our location. Gwyn, there's your vowel is Y, I guess, right there. And then Rena are your final girls. I was trying to think who these two are in terms of what their relationship to Five Nights at Freddy's is. Like, neither of them, like, maybe this could be Vanessa. It's supposed to be Vanessa, and I have no idea who you're based off of for this. It could even be just somebody completely different. It could be somebody from Wally's Wonderland, because it doesn't necessarily have to come from Five Nights at Freddy's, the inspiration. It comes from, Wally's Wonderland, Wally's Wonderworld, well, it's on the screen. You'll see what it is. So that's probably a big one. There's actually a character within this that you can get in an event that, to me, is that Nicolas Cage character. So, yes, I can see where that's coming from. There are other types of mascot horror-style games out there that is pulled from. So, if anybody can think of where maybe these two should come from, I know I'm going to be talking about this when I do the playthrough, but good to put in your brain now before you go and check it out. But you have Buddyland as your location, Billy the Bear as your killer, your 2 final girls, 5 buddy cards, 2 special buddy cards. So there's your 7 right there. Bunch of items. This is where I'm saying it's Dark Powers and Finale cards. It's 4 of them, which means that one of them amongst the 4 is the epic Dark Power and the epic Finale. So that's good. 24 Terror cards. Oh, the extra health. 10 event cards. A lot of very basics. A lot of basics right here. And again, this right here, up until this red part, so anything up top, that's what you would get here. If you had already pre-ordered, I keep wanting to call it One Night at Buddyland, but that's not what it is. Bad Times at Buddyland, that's what's in this box. I wish that I had these guys in order to play with and show you guys as they play as well, but I can always come back to this a little bit later. But you have all your buddies right here, which, by the way, that is 100% a killbot right there from Chopping Mall. So awesome. I can't wait to check out that card. Billy looks terrifying right there. So this is one of the new things. So right now, as far as this pre-order goes, just from this part, you have this feature film and these minis. So the minis are separate from it. That's what part of the pre-order is right here as well. Moving on down to the special feature of Shriek. You get Mort the Teenage Dirtbag, and then you get the Mega BG Con as your location. Mort is pretty much a cosplayer within the convention that's running around trying to kill you. I don't know how he goes about trying to kill other people or whatever like that. So this is going to be an interesting one when I see, like, he has a horror gauge right here, how it moves around and how it boosts up and everything like that. I'd be very interested in seeing the suspects. Like this, the whodunit aspect of this one was very crazy. When AJ was messaging me about Buddyland, I had messaged him back with the question of, will Shriek be available outside of a convention? Because let's face it, the FOMO for me is like outstandingly crazy. I don't want to miss out on this whatsoever. So this then popped up within a few days. So yeah, I'm very, very happy that I don't need to be at a convention, because unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make it there this year in order to pick this up. I'm sure we get it early. I'm sure if you're at Gen Con, you can pick it up then and don't have to wait for this to come out. I don't know when this is shipping. I'm assuming near the end of August, but you don't have to wait for it. You can just kind of grab it there, which is absolutely still a great deal regardless of anything. Pick up what you can and go home and play it and enjoy it. But this looks so cool. I love the red like mystery sections and everything like that. You got your item cards. There you go. See, again, 4 dark power cards. Boom, right there. And 1 basic finale card. So he only has a single finale. Oh, that's so fascinating. I love it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I want to know it all. I just want to see all these cards. Booth events, booth cards. Yeah, where are you going to go? This would be the one that I'd love seeing their takes on popular board game companies and what they call them and everything. Action card. Ooh, there's 4 action cards. Create a panic. Oh my, wow. This is so cool. Oh, I love it. 22 tokens, 10 whole meeples. This is massive. This is a massive feature film right here. It does include the minis, by the way. The minis for this one are not separate. Are included in this special feature, just like they were with North Pole Nightmare, Krampus, and what was that? Mrs. Claus, and I forget what the elf's name was. I played as her. They were all within that feature film as well, and that's what it is here too. You will get Mort, the Teenage Dirtbag, as a mini with this set as part of the set. No need to buy anything extra. See, here you go. They have the stamp of approval right there for it. Special features, miniatures included. Oh boy. Okay, so you can read the rules, the final girl. And then finally, the last thing that you would be able to get from this particular pre-order are 2 promo final girls right here. You have Julie, which here we go, and her cat Maisie are up for any challenge they might face. Don't let her charm fool you. Julia has no problem splitting the killer's skulls. These are foil cards, so they have like a shimmer and shine to them, which is really awesome. I love her abilities right here. Love taking items, which is great. All this horror reduction, awesome. And then they show her regular form, and then in her like beat up form when then her ultimate. Curious what her ultimate's going to be. And then over here we have Professor Meg, a fantastic YouTuber. Man, I wish that I could be a final guy. They do exist. They do exist in the horror world. They're very rare. You'll get more final girls than final guys. Friday the 13th. No, I'm sorry. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. That's what it was. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 had a final guy to it. But it's still really cool just to see her as like an official card right here. 4 only needed to go through. Professor Meg and her dog, Mifa. Right? That's how you pronounce that? I completely forgot off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody's yelling at me right now, and I apologize. But it's still really cool just seeing, characters, special promo cards come to the game. So just more to mix and match within your games that way. Anywho, that's the big takeaway from this. And of course, they have a lot of things here that just kind of inform you how to play Final Girl, a little bit of information. If you're new to Final Girl, things along that ways, because it is very possible that somebody is. I'm going to go down to the a la carte right here because they are offering the core box as its own separate thing. You're not going to be able to get any of the other feature films here. You can buy them online. You can buy them off of Van Ryder's website. I do have links down in the description and in the comment section below to get you over to Van Ryder Game stuff. Noble Knight Games has them. Thank you for them for partnering up with me in order to be able to bring you guys these various links and everything. They go a long way to helping the channel, but if you're looking for any other of the feature films or anything like that, you're going to have to go somewhere else. Here, you're going to only have Buddyland, Shriek, and then, of course, what else is here? There's the minis and everything as well that you're going to be able to get. Can I move this over? Here we are. Okay, so I got it to move over. Don't know how I did it, but I did it. So, yeah, you have the Buddyland minis and then the 2 promo packs. Now, as far as pre-orders go for this, if you have nothing, if you have absolutely nothing, you're a complete newcomer to Final Girl, and you just kind of want to start off with something, you do have a new players bundle here, which is all those things that I just showed you slapped together into one. Core box, both of those feature films, the 2 promos, and then the minis. I do highly recommend if you are a brand new person to Final Girl, do some research, check out some playthroughs, maybe some from yours truly, or one of the hundreds of other playthroughs that are out there on YouTube, just to kind of see if this is a game for you, if this is a game that you like, if this is something that you'd be interested in. It is solo only, so keep that in mind as well. And then, of course, seeing what the other feature films are out there, because there are so many different inspirations for these feature films that if you're a particular fan of a specific type of horror series or IP or whatever like that, I'm sure you'll find something already within Final Girl. Just to start back up from the top, if you are into Final Girl and you didn't pre-order Buddyland, then this would be the one for you right here. Basically all the current new stuff for their summer releases plus their promos. They're releasing Buddyland, they're releasing Shriek, and they're releasing the 2 promos plus the minis for the summer one. This is going to go into, oh, here you go, expected delivery, September. So this will all come out in September. This is going to kind of flow into what I think is going to be future pre-orders through Gamefound, which makes sense for them to do now, especially again with like tariffs and everything going on. This might be the smartest way for them to do it. You can just play catch up. If you already pre-ordered, where'd it go? Oh yeah, there you go. If you already pre-ordered Buddyland already, I didn't mean to click on it, but that's fine. This is what I pre-ordered today. This is what my name is down for right now, because I'll be able to get Shriek, the promos, and then of course the minis for Buddyland, because I already have Buddyland itself. Nice that they do that, because they know that they put up Buddyland already for a pre-order. You can just get all the rest of the stuff, or you can just go gameplay as is, the 2 feature films, and then the 2 promo cards, or you can go a la carte however you want. So that is what they are offering right now for the summer promos, or the summer pre-order. 2 feature films, 2 promo Final Girls, and minis. You can watch AJ and his son play Buddyland. That gives you a good idea of how it works. I haven't watched the Mort one yet. It's like an hour and 42 minutes. So I will sit down and watch it. You don't get me wrong, but right now I'm more interested in Buddyland. And then just kind of a few things that to keep in mind as well. They are talking about the tariffs here. Yeah, how do the tariffs impact the pricing? In the United States, there probably will be an increase in the shipping for your games because of the tariffs. But Van Ryder does say right here that they are going to basically be splitting the cost with us. They're going to take some as a hit, but then of course they are going to charge a little bit more. Honestly, fair. 100% agree. I like that not only are they able to help out the consumer, because, you know, it will ultimately be on us to pay a lot of this stuff in the long run. They're helping us out with that cost, but then also it's like they're not losing out completely by having to pay for them. So it's probably going to be a few extra bucks with shipping when it comes down to it. Things like $10 shipping as is. So just something to keep in mind in the future if you're from the US and the way that the tariffs impact that. I would say if you're in Europe or whatever, the VAT system is pretty close to this, but I'm not educated enough in that type of system or, you know, taxing or whatever. So I don't really want to say anything that I don't know for sure. There are a few other things that they do put here, and I am going to go up into the frequently asked questions in a moment just to kind of show something. Actually, in the comments, they do something really good as well. But just like, are these products going to retail? The premium promos are not. They will not be in retail. So if you look to pick them up, even if you're just buying them a la carte, this is the way you want to do it. You want to get in here and purchase those. Even if you don't care about Shriek or Buddyland, if you want those promos, this is going to be the only way as of right now to get those cards. At this point also, this might be the only way you can get Shriek right now. That's a little bit up in the air, but I'll get to that in a moment. Pre-orders guaranteed to arrive first. I think this is mostly just international, that it's no guarantee just because of the way shipping is. And then, of course, no rest of the world shipping. They have the United States, Canada, EU, Europe, EU, UK, Australia, New Zealand, China, Hong Kong, rest of Asia. There's a lot that they're not going to be able to ship to at this point because things are just so wacky and weird. It's the state of the world now, people, unfortunately, and don't mean to laugh or whatever, but it's just wild. I can't believe we're here. I really can't. in any event, let's just kind of focus on this right now. In the comment section, the very first comment that Ryder has right here that they've pinned is a very important one. Let's go. The Season 4 campaign is months away, so you're not going to be expecting this until, I probably would predict, maybe like February or March of 2026. So it's quite a ways away before we're going to see the Series 4, campaign actually go up. And again, I'm expecting to see more of this going forward, this type of pre-order system for the other feature films that they're going to be releasing. Still working on tons of details to occur. We're not promising that Shriek or the premium promo girls will be part of the campaign. Kind of another reason to pick them up now if they are something you are interested in. If you're a Scream fan or if you just like the deduction aspect of it, this is not a bad idea to grab it now to throw your name into the pre-order so this way you have it. There's questions that I had as well with this in terms of like, once the Season 4 Kickstarter kicks in and starts up next year, if I buy all the feature films for this year, am I going to be able to get my deluxe box and all this other stuff and everything? I think we will. At least that's what I'm figuring from what Ryder has put out so far. I zoomed in a bit here just so you can see, because this is a very important initial paragraph that they put in here, especially the idea here. We had to pivot from our plans to bring these products directly to distribution. Because again, it is just the way the world is. Companies like Ryder Games or anyone else out there that have particular plans that they want to do with their games that are coming out and everything need to kind of redirect and refigure out where it is they want to go, how they want to do it, who's going to actually produce them, who's going to ship them, things along that way. So it's going to be pre-orders like this that you're going to see more come up in the future, just because it's just an easier way for them to do it, at least for right now. We'll see how it goes. But then also right here, in short, little TLDR right there, if you're a completionist above all else, right here, pre-order for the bundle in this project, and then no matter what we decide for Series 4, you will be assured to keep your completionist status. So basically they're saying, do this pre-order. If you're a completionist and you want these things and anything that you see here is something that you really, really want, do it. Just put the pre-order in now just so you can get it. I'm 99.9% sure that the pricing will not change if this is available in the Kickstarter for next year compared to right now. Here you go. In the FAQ section, if I pre-order now, will I have to buy duplicate products in the future crowdfunding campaign for the Series 4 Ultimate Box? Because I love my Ultimate Boxes. My Ultimate Boxes are just beautifully set up right here, and that's just screaming for number 4 to go right next to it. Answer, no, you will not need to get any duplicate products. Thank you so much. The future crowdfunding campaign for Series 4 Ultimate Box will buy options. This is going to make things really weird once the Kickstarter comes in. If they're even doing Kickstarter, they may just stick with Gamefound in this situation, because I think Gamefound has a better function to it to be able to break things up better than Kickstarter. Kickstarter is all about all these different pledge levels and everything. I think with Gamefound, it just feels more natural and just easier for it to be able to be like, here's 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, and just kind of put it in that way, or just leave it all a la carte and let your customer figure out what they want. But the sheer fact that going forward, any pre-orders that they have going on with any other feature films that they have and everything like that, you won't need to buy them again once they run the official Kickstarter for Season 4. You'll just be able to pick up whatever it is that you need from there, which they've already said that there are a lot of surprises that are going to be in that Kickstarter. Even if you pick up every feature film that they put out from now until that, goes live, there's still going to be new stuff in there. There's still going to be new feature films, I believe is what they said. New promos, probably more mystery boxes, even though I don't know how you're going to outdo the last one. Just all kinds of great stuff. So fear not for those that think they're going to have to rebuy things and wait like I was. I really thought that I needed to wait until that Kickstarter got going in order to make sure that I got everything. If you want to get it, don't hold back, don't relax, don't wait. Fulfill the urge to enjoy these things, because that's what they're made for. They're made for you to enjoy. They're made for you to play. They're made for you to really dive into the world of Final Girl. Will everything that's available in this pre-order be available in the future crowdfunding campaigns? Yeah, see, this is actually part of that thing that I just showed you guys that they pinned in the comment section of no guarantees. There are no guarantees that anything you see here in this pre-order is going to be available in the crowdfunding campaign. If you want it, get it. If you can live without it, you may have to live without it. And there you have it, everybody. The Final Girl summer release pre-order that's currently going on Gamefound. The first slice, as I like to call it. 2 feature films, Buddyland right here, and Shriek, which you'd be able to probably pick up at Gen Con early, which I assume is what is right there. Some products will be released at Gen Con first. So if you order through here, people at Gen Con is going to get it before you, but that's okay. All this will be able to ship out in September. 2 feature films, 2 promos, some minis for this. That is what we're looking at as the beginning of Series 4. This is a very different style of releasing of these things for Van Ryder compared to what they used to do before. Series 1, 2, and 3 were just all out in front of you for those Kickstarters. You saw everything that was there. You were able to see every single thing, unlocking stretch goals, stuff like that. There are no stretch goals in this, obviously. It's all pre-orders and things like that. But that doesn't mean we won't see stuff like that come the actual Kickstarter for Series 4. Do I think that that's going to make as much money as the previous ones? No, because a lot of people are probably going to pick these up beforehand. You're like, I won't need this for that Kickstarter, so the money I put into that will not go towards like stretch goals and things along that ways. But at the same time, I think this is a great move for Van Ryder because it gives them more consistent funds coming into their business throughout the course of the year. And as I've said 1,000 times already on this, this year is a weird one. So you gotta they gotta be very picky choosy about what they do and, you know, where their funds are coming from and everything. So it makes sense of why they do it. Plus now we don't have to wait forever in order to be able to pick up any of the new feature films that they're talking about and things like that. As far as my prediction for what we're going to see in terms of pre-orders going on in the future, I think we're going to see at least 2 more of these. So I'm thinking that you have 5 feature films, which you would find within the Ultimate Box, plus the special features. So you're looking at 6 feature films altogether. Maybe we'll see them all. Maybe we won't. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that we'll see possibly 2 more feature films be shown off and for pre-order through, you know, their website or whatever, maybe the end of August and early September. So at the end of September, we'll get another one of these with those 2 feature films. And then maybe something else, you know, for a December pre-order, 1 more feature film, and then maybe like promos and other minis and things along that way. So I think we're going to see at least 2 more of these style of pre-orders on Gamefound and through their website. At least the big stuff like this, you know, going forward from now to the end of the year. If they have another feature film ready, maybe the one with the Predator, which I'm super excited for. Oh my God, I love Predator. And I think that's awesome. Because they have the one for the Predator, they have the one for the Exorcist, they have the Scarecrow one, which I think is really cool. And I can't remember what the last one is. They did Buddy. Maybe that's all they showed off. Maybe that is it with Shriek. So I think maybe that's all they showed off during it. So that might be all we're seeing from now until the Kickstarter. And then whatever that secret last one is, we'll see at the Kickstarter as well. But yeah, I'm thinking that they'll show more off. They'll offer the feature film by itself, and then we'll see a pre-order that comes out that has promo cards and minis and maybe some extra stuff in it as well. Pre-order it through there, or you wait for the Kickstarter. So that's just my thought. That's my predictions for going forward with the Final Girl. For all I know, I could be completely wrong and we won't see anything else until the Kickstarter. But hey, let me know what you think of it down in the comment section below. Have you pre-ordered Buddyland through here? Do you have your copy with you? Are you excited for Shriek? Is that something that now you're excited that you'll be able to get if you weren't able to get to Gen Con this year, like myself or like a lot of other people out there? You know, and then what do you think going forward that we may see come out through Final Girl? What's going to be the next thing about pre-order? What are your plans in particular? Are you going to pre-order them as they become available, or are you going to wait for the Kickstarter? Thank you all for joining me as I go through this pre-order for the summer releases for Final Girl. As I said before, let me know what you thought of all of that down in the comment section below. And of course, in order not to miss any future Final Girl action, like going through an arcade against our friend Billy the Bear right here, no minis, but that's okay. We like to have fun with it anyway. Be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, there's a ton of ways to do that down in the description section below. And of course, the comment section, like I said before, about affiliate links to Noble Knight Games or just heading on over to the Van Ryder Games website. All of that and more goes a long way to helping the channel grow. But really, it's your view, your like, sharing this video, commenting down below. All of that and more goes a long way to helping Home Gamer Dad grow. And of course, gets me even more excited to show off things like this for you. Guys, thank you again. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. Until next time, when we test our mantle against a mechanical monster, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you all later.